Okay, so now we're on to the real bulk of this module. This is the second pass of the second scene, including all of the dialogue between Wayne and the dealer as well. So we're going to spend a good amount of time getting this just so. We've gone through and we've taken care of our montage. Now we're going to do the same throughout the rest of this sequence as well. So let's get started. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, there's a bit of a clank here, but I'm going to fix that during the audio edit. Let's just see what we think about the way he moves. Okay, I'm happy with that transition.
Hi there.
I don't know you.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Okay, cool. So this is the first point where we can do a bit of trimming. Let me just go back and take care of this. It looks like this opened up again. There we go. So let's take a look here. And I'm going to unlink my selections here because I think I want to make a J-cut.
I don't know you.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to use active trim, or dynamic trim even.
Sorry.
And then...
I don't know you.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry, it's Wayne.
Okay, I like that, but that's a little bit much, so... I just want to get a little bit of him wiping his hand on his shirt there.
I don't know you.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Cool. Now, one important thing to note about the dynamic trim tool, again, if we hit spacebar, then spacebar isn't going to actively trim for us. Spacebar is going to jump back by 2 seconds, play to the edit point, and then go forwards by 2 seconds, and that's called a play around, and it's a really useful feature for checking out the timing of an edit. So let's just hit spacebar.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Cool. So a little bit much, and then...
Sorry, it's Wayne.
I don't know you.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Cool.
So,
Cool, so I like that. I need to turn dynamic trim off, and then I can move on.
sorry, it's Wayne.
Move along, mate.
So I tell you what I think I might do is I might also bring the video back here a little bit. So
Move along, mate. I love you.
now I like this little smirk. Okay, there's a little bit of dead space here, but there's a kind of a smirk that happens here, which I quite like. So I'm going to ripple this back until we get kind of part way through the smirk, and then I'm going to unlink, Shift Control L, and then Alt and E, and then I'm just going to U, and then I can nudge this back.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Move along.
I tell you what I might also do is I might also trim this back in. I don't want this edit to be too short, but we'll see what happens.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Move along.
No, it's a bit too short.
It's Wayne.
Move along, mate.
No, I just want some
So let's take another look here.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Move along, mate.
So she's just about to do her little kind of...
Move along, mate.
Yes, so there's a little bit of eye movement in here. So let's just trim this out and give it... No. There's a lot of trial and error here. There we
Move
go.
along, mate.
No, I just want some
I can't help you.
no, please, I just need something to just need something to keep me going.
Okay, cool. So we've got the echoed line here. This for now is kind of okay.
I can't help you.
So let's take a look at this edit here.
Just need
So here I want to roll,
please,
I want to select both of these and I want to roll this dialogue back.
no, please, I just need something to keep me going.
I can't help you.
No, please, I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, I'm not too keen on that take, so let's see what else we can do here. I'm going to go back to select mode and I'm going to roll these two
No,
here
please,
back. And I'm going to leave a little bit of an empty space. I want to look at my other takes for another delivery of that line, and I'm going to put that dialogue, I'm going to put that audio down here. So I'm going to make a new delivery of the line. So let's go into our scene 2 rushes. And where's my description gone? Let's make sure that the description metadata is there. And I want to search description. For a close-up of Wayne. Let's take a look at what we've got.
please.
What are you after? Leave it alone, mate.
No, I just, no, please, I just, yeah, Azir, please, I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, cool. I like
Ja,
that.
just need something to, yeah, Azir, no, please, I,
Okay, let's check another take. Okay, I'm not finding what I'm after here, so let's take a look at the mids of Wayne instead.
son, Wayne,
Leave it alone, mate.
no, run, no, I just want some,
I can't help you.
no, please, I just want, no, Azir,
I like that.
please, Azir, run, no, please, Azir, run, please, I just want,
Maybe that eye's going to get in the way.
just need something to keep me going.
Okay, let's check another angle.
No, please, I just want something to keep me going.
Let's check another one.
I can't help you.
No, please, I just want something to...
Okay.
No, I just need something to... Just need something...
Alright, let's see what we've got here.
Please, I just want... Please, I just want... No, no, please, I just want... I just...
Cool, let's see how we go with this audio down here, because what we can do...
need something to keep... Please, I just need something to keep me going.
So, what I then need to do is trim this in a little bit. Oop. Need to make sure I'm in the right editing mode first. Okay, make sure I'm actually in trimming mode. That's a good start.
Please, I just need something to keep me going. Just need some...
Okay, so we're going to hide this audio transition with an L cut, and I'm going to bring this up to here, and then I'm also going to roll this audio across. And let's see how that plays.
Please, I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, cool. So that's looking good. So Now, if I trim this, I'm going to get a weird response from everything else up here, because it's going to start cutting in to the video, which is not what I'm after. And that's because this audio does not belong to the video clip up here. So what I can do is I can go back into select mode and just trim them down the kind of beginner's way, and then drag them in, and then see how...
Please, I just need something to keep me going.
There we go, and that makes a new, better delivery out of 2 different takes, and that's a very important thing we do in the edit. Very often, dialogue is stitched together out of multiple different takes because no one take is something that we were completely happy with, and it's completely justifiable to do that. If you need to do that, then by all means go ahead. If you don't need to, don't make a point out of doing it for no reason. But if it's justifiable, go ahead. In this case, it works.
I just need something to keep me going.
In fact, what I might even do, if I turn snapping off, I might go in even closer, because there's a point here where he says I.
Need something.
And I might go even...
I just need something to keep. Please, I just need something to keep.
Because there's just a little bit of a change in tone between the two takes.
Please, I just need something to keep me going.
I think that's good enough for now. We might come back and take a look at that later on. Cool, so I'm going to turn snapping, and I'm going to turn linked selection back on again. Okay, so we've got another goofy little montage which we can do. I'll come back to that a little bit later. In order to remind me, I'll double click this. I'm going to make that red so I don't forget about it later on. Okay, a lot of these bits I'm actually already quite happy with in terms of timing. I don't know if I'm happy with her doing the look around twice. Maybe I can find a different take of this. So, what I can do is I can find this clip in my media pool quite easily. If I right click on it, and I just choose here, Find in Media Pool, or the shortcut for that is Alt and F, it will locate the clip that I've used in this edit in the media pool, and then obviously it's going to be by its other takes. So I want mid of Wayne and the dealer. Okay. Okay, we don't have another full take, which is a shame, so we'll just deal with what we've got. So in that case, what I think I might have to do... It's a difficult one because I like that kind of movement of her taking the money. We may just have to accept this. Let's take a look. Or maybe I can use a different take of this one here. So let's take a look at this this one. It says ECU of dealer starts with a quote opening. Okay.
Please.
Okay, cool.
Please.
Okay, excellent. So I can get rid of that double movement. Now, what I can do is I can actually replace one clip with another. So if I have this clip down here selected, and I can choose this icon, or I can hit F11, and that will actually take the in point that I have up here in the source viewer and replace this edit with that clip, and the out point will be set by wherever this out point was to begin with. So it's a 4-point edit, 3-point edit. What it does is it says, okay, this new edit is starting here, and it's going to end wherever this edit down here ends. It doesn't matter where or if I put an out point up here if I'm replacing the clip. So let's see how this edits now. Okay, that needs to be trimmed in a little bit. Cool, and then I need to trim this to about there. And I just need to keep trimming in until I get to the bit of action that I want. Okay. Cool, so that then gets away from the problem where we had the kind of the same action repeated, and it did look like they were just the same part of two different takes put together. So this time, yeah, this here helps us out with that problem. That is a little bit of a shortcut. Let's see what I've got with the other big close-up. Oh, I quite like that, actually. Let's take another look here. Okay, but then she does she does look away. In fact, she's looking in the wrong direction when she takes the money on that one. I don't think that's going to work. That's a shame, because I like the kind of little shifty looking around first. So that's a shame, but c'est la vie. So
What are you after?
okay, and then we've got another cut on action. She's going back in.
What are you after?
Cool. So I think that's a little bit jarring. So I might just extend this a little bit. So there we go. And I want this to get a bit more breathing room as well, just so we can actually see what's going on in there. Okay, that's a little bit too long.
I've got gummy bears.
Cool. So this take.
I've got gummy bears.
So the audio from this take here I don't particularly like.
I've got.
But we can do a big J cut here with the audio from the next take. So let's...
I've got gummy.
Let's also... I think I just want to cut in here.
I've got gummy.
That's more immediate, and I just like the timing of that reaction a little bit more. Maybe even... just use dynamic trim in a little bit.
I've got gummy bears.
Okay, and then I can trim that over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unlink these, and I'm going to roll this over a little bit, give it a bit more breathing room, and also hide the fact that we've got the coat opening a second time
Gummy
otherwise.
bears. I've got gummy bears.
And I might just roll that back to about here, so we avoid
Gummy
the...
bears. I've got gummy bears, Skittles, Chewy.
Cool. I'm going to get rid of the audio down here. And what we can do is we can roll it back and see what we get.
I've got gummy bears, Skittles, Chewits, jelly bears.
Now, in this case, it looks like the audio is a little bit out of sync. It isn't, because it's synced up to the clapperboard, but she starts talking a little bit too late when she's doing the hand gesture. And also, I want the audio to be back here. Now, we're fortunate in that we can't see the mouth moving on this shot, so that means that we can actually slip the audio only. If I select both of these, and I can just control-click to select them both, I can actually slip my audio back. Oh, what's that? That's not... oh, okay. That's slide. Click in the upper half here to slip. I can actually slip my audio back, and that way we get into the actual action a little bit more, and it does look as though she's speaking in time with her hand
I've got
movements.
gummy bears, Skittles, Chewits, jelly babies.
And then we need the opal fruits line. So let's just take a look.
I've got gummy bears, Skittles, Chewits.
And let's also...
I've got gummy bears, Skittles, gummy bears.
I mean, none of the sweets that she's mentioning are actually there In the bottom right, there are jelly babies. That's one. I don't see any gummy bears anywhere, I don't think. I see some blue things, but anyway, that's not the point.
Bears, Skittles, Chewits, Jelly Babies.
The jelly babies are down there. Those are clearly Starburst. Anyway,
I've got gummy bears, Skittles, Chewits, Jelly Babies.
cool. And we need the original opal fruits.
Do you have anything?
Now, I think there's a cut missing here, because the next one is, and I've even got some original opal fruits, and we go back to Wayne. I think, because the whole idea of there being kind of vintage sweets, retro sweets in this deal is a big deal, I think we need to see her really trying to sell that. I think that's more important. So to do that, we need to add an edit here. So I'm going to go to this edit point, and I need to find, here we go.
Yeah, I'm stocking with that. I've even got some opal fruits.
Okay, that's not quite the right line.
Babies, Chewits, Skittles. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
I like that. I like that delivery.
I'm stocking with that. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
Okay, cool. So I am actually going to insert that edit here, and that is F9. Remember, insert will push everything along. It will ripple everything along.
Jelly Babies. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
Now I'm just going to trim this back, because I think we've got a bit of dead space here that I don't want.
Jelly Babies. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
So I quite like how all of that cuts together. Let's give it another watch.
I've got gummy bears, I've got gummy bears,
Maybe this needs a little bit more breathing room.
I've got gummy bears, Skittles.
I might slip this.
I've got gummy bears.
That's much better. I like that action more, because the kind of leaning down to take a closer look, I thought that was a bit awkward. So
Skittles, Chewits, Jelly Babies.
there's a bit of an echo in here. Let me just experiment. Let's see if I can get rid of one of the audio tracks. Maybe that'll help.
I've got gummy bears.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll cover that later on. Don't worry about what I just did. We'll cover that later on, because with these two audio streams are very slightly out of sync with each other, and it's giving us an echo effect. Again, sound edit, we will fix that. In a few of these cases, what we're going to end up doing is getting rid of like one channel or the next, just to get the best delivery out of the radio mic.
Skittles, Chewits.
In fact, what I will do is I will put a marker up here. So we've fixed that double action. I'm just going to change this marker. I'm going to make it red. And then here I've got a red marker saying stereo echo, so I know to fix that later on.
And I've even Jelly Babies. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
Do you have?
I like this response. Let's take a look. I'm going to take off snapping now, because those markers are getting in the way. Cool, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this in a little bit, because it's a bit of a long cut.
Do you have anything raw?
Cool, so this is a very long cut,
Raw.
and there's a bit of a beat going on. There's just bad noise down here, so I'm just going to unselect that. I'm actually going to select this by itself and just delete it, because there's just bad noise down there. I don't want to deal with that later on. So I think I'm probably going to trim this down here.
Raw.
I tell you what I want to experiment with. As he actually says raw, I think I want to see her expression. So let's trim that back even further. And then what we'll do is we'll roll the video back.
Raw.
Okay, I like that. Let's just slip this so that we get a more immediate reaction. Oops, that had two things selected.
Raw.
Maybe. But it'll cost you.
Okay, I want to experiment with something here as well. So I like this timing.
Raw.
That's good. Let's just go back and take another look at what we
It's
have.
jelly babies. And I've even got some original opal fruits.
Do you have anything raw?
We could experiment with that a little bit. We could maybe just like a slight beat afterwards and see if that's any better.
Raw.
That works, or we could push it right back and have it as he says it.
Raw.
No, I like it just a beat afterwards, maybe not on, so.
Raw.
Because it gives her like a split second to react to it as well, so I prefer that timing for that edit there. Cool, so this is coming along nicely. Let's go.
Maybe. But it'll cost you.
Cool, so I'm going to go into select mode. I'm going to undo linked selection. I'm just going to shave that kind of coat closing sound out for later.
Maybe. But it'll cost you.
Now, when she says
But it'll cost you.
it'll cost you, I want to bring Wayne's reaction in sooner. So let's trim down here. And let's also roll this here and see what we get.
Maybe. But it'll cost you.
Okay. That's cool. Let's just trim this in. I'm going to get rid of snap. In fact, what I'm going to do, and I need to redo link selection, what I'm going to do, I'm going to nudge this. Okay, that's just there where his response starts. Let's see what we get.
Maybe. But it'll cost you.
Cool. I like the immediacy of his response there. You see how just getting these little overlaps here really just helps us out?
It'll cost you.
And then we've got our thing. I will come back and do that later. Cool. So the timing here is a little bit awkward. Let's see what we have. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up this take. Let's see if we let's take a look at find a media pool. Let's take a look at our other takes. Does she actually place it? No, he's already holding it. Okay. So what we can do is we can get close to a cut in action. We can't actually cut in action because obviously the hand's going to disappear. But what I'm going to do, as soon as the hand comes away, let's see if I can trim to that point there. And see what we get. Okay, few more frames.
It's warm.
Wayne!
Okay, that's still not quite working for me. We don't want to cut mid-action, so that's probably the best place. There we go.
It's warm.
No, that's way too long. Okay, let's see if we can get away with cutting there.
It's warm.
Okay, I'm going to leave that marker there. I'm probably going to come back and have another think about that later on because it's not quite working for me right now.
It's warm.
Wayne!
Okay, so I like there being a little bit of breathing room in here, but it's probably a little bit too much, so let's... Now, interestingly, this audio is not being moved around because if it's before or after, it will ripple it around. But if we're directly on top of it, it won't ripple because, you know, which way is it going to move? So I'll have to move that and get my timing down as well. So let's get rid of snapping.
Wayne!
Cool.
Wayne! Don't do it!
Okay, now this bit is all timed reasonably well from last time, but we can still go through.
Wayne!
Let's just see what we think.
It's warm.
Wayne!
So I think this just needs a little bit more breathing room.
Wayne!
So I'm just going to ripple that out.
Wayne! Wayne!
Okay, I can hear her saying Wayne down here, so I'm going to get rid of this audio.
Don't do it! Wayne! Don't do it!
So let's see what we've got.
Wayne!
Now, we could have this timing here be a little bit more immediate. Oops, wrong edit mode. So I think this just needs a little bit more breathing room.
Wait!
So I'm just going to ripple that out.
Wayne! Wayne!
Okay, I can hear her saying Wayne down here, so I'm going to get rid of this audio.
Don't do it! Wayne! Don't do it!
So let's see what we've got.
Wayne!
Cool, so I just want to go in close, and I want... make sure I've got linked and trim on. Get this in as close as possible, and there's a little bit... of breathing room I want to get rid of there as well. Cool, that maintains that level of urgency.
Don't do it!
So I probably want to trim this back a little bit.
Don't do it.
And that's obviously a little bit lax as well.
Don't do it.
Maybe I give that a little bit more breathing room, and I want to experiment. With the dealer running as she finishes her line, so let's just give that a go.
Don't do it. Do it.
I quite like that. I quite like the dealer responding as the line is actually being delivered, so
Don't do it.
let's take a look at this sequence.
Wayne! Don't do it.
Maybe I can just...
Do it.
just about there.
Do it. Don't do it. It isn't worth it, Wayne. What about all your hard work?
Okay, I quite like that sequence otherwise. And this is pretty much the end of the second scene, barring the montage edits here, so I'm going to go through and do those next. Okay, right, I'm just going to close up that. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at what we can do. So I'm going to go back to this first montage. And cool, let's take a look. So let's get this second little montage sorted so we can start dealing with the red markers. So we want to do the exact same thing. We want to retime these and add a little bit of a zoom in. So I think this one's okay. That could be sped up a little bit. I'm going to put trim mode on, and I'm just going to maybe that can be there. Cool, I definitely want this to be more immediate, so cool, that's much better. So I might just trim that in normally because it's hanging around a little bit once he pulls it out of the bag. Cool, and it does play Merry Hell with the sound, but we'll take all of that off and cool, perfect, I like that. So now the next thing is going to be our little kind of jokey zoom ins. So I need to select the clip, go back to the inspector, and it was about 6 frames, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1.15 was the zoom. And then once more. Cool, so there we have our montage, and let's go to the next one.
I've got gummy bears.
Oh, that's a stereo echo, that's fine. Here's the next montage. Cool, same thing again. This is okay, that's okay. That's a little bit slow, so we'll retime that. Making sure we have trim mode on. Cool. So now I just want to do the zoom. Nope, that one will stay at 1 actually. Okay, if I can remember to press the right keys, give me a second. There we go. Happens to the best of us, so... In fact, with the money, what we're also going to have to do is move the position, because... It does, I need to keep it in frame, so... Cool, there we go. And tell you what I might also do, I might slip this. So that things start just a little sooner. Cool, there we go. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to remove these markers. Because no, I'm going to keep the stereo echo there because I'm going to fix that later on. I'm going to remove this marker. Cool, so we are getting there, so I might just go through. Now, we're doing a second pass on this lesson, but we would also do like a third pass and all of that stuff as well, so we would just keep going until both we and the client are happy, but it would be the same basic process.
It isn't worth it, Wayne. What about all your hard work?
But I am pretty happy with how this is going so far. Tell you what I am going to do, I'm going to watch the whole thing through and see what I think.
Hi there.
I don't know you.
Sorry, it's Wayne.
Move along, mate.
No, fine.
Yeah, I'm looking. Move along, mate.
No, I just want some.
I can't help you.
No, please. I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, this little audio bit here I don't like. Now that I've had some time to think on it.
Just need something to keep me.
I tell you what I might be able to do, actually. Let's see.
I just.
This is the...
I
Adjust. Let's see what we've got down here.
just need something. Please, I just need something to keep me going. No, please, I just need. Please, I just need something to keep.
No, that's changing too much. I don't really like that.
Please, I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, because I didn't like the other...
Yeah. Just need something. Please, I just need something to keep me going.
I tell you what, let's get the razor tool out the blade, which is B, or that icon. I'm just going to cut this kind of awkward hesitation out. And then maybe I can use the original take.
Please, I just need something to keep.
Okay, that needs just another... That just needs a beat to breathe.
Please, I just need something to keep me going.
Okay, that's much better. Let's just... Oops, what am I doing?
Please, I just need something to. Just need. Please, I just need something. Please, I just need something to keep me going. Please, I just need something to keep me going.
There we go. I think that's much better. It can be nice to combine multiple takes, but if the tone changes too much, it doesn't. You can't sell it, so that's fair enough. Let's watch this through again. There's a bit of an awkward pause here. Let's see if we can trim that down.
Some
I can't.
I just want some
I can't help you.
Okay, that works better for me. We'll plug this silence gap later on. Let's keep going.
please, I just need something to keep me going.
What are you after?
Okay, that I think lingers a little bit too much at the end now. Still a little bit much. Still could do with a bit of a trim down. Okay, that's better.
I've got gummy bears, Skittles, Chewits, Jelly Babies, and I've even got some original opal fruits.
Do you have anything raw?
Now, we've got some bystanders talking in the background there. We're not going to be able to get rid of those, but we are going to be able to build up a soundscape that makes it sound like, there's cars going over the bridge and people kind of walking nearby, so we can build up a soundscape that helps disguise a lot of the problems we have here.
Maybe. It'll cost you. Maybe. It'll cost you.
Cool, I like the timing of that.
It's warm.
Wayne! Don't do it! It isn't worth it, Wayne. What about all your hard work?
Okay, cool. So I'm broadly happy with that. There might be one or two places where I might want to go in and just get kind of super detailed, but I won't for now. I would say as far as a picture edit goes for this second scene, that's pretty much there. I think I might just kind of skim through it again once or twice, but I think that's broadly in the right place. So in the next lecture, we're going to go through the second pass of the final scene, and that's not going to take us very long. The final scene's a very simple scene, and most of our time is going to be spent on audio there because there's a lot of work to do. So click on through to the next lecture once you're ready.